Okay, so for this video, I will be discussing about the laboratory activity 2, plotting discrete time signals in Python. So, okay, I will be plotting the discrete signals, unit impulse, unit step, ramp, exponential, and sinusoidal. So, let's start this. So for this code, as usual, I've imported the numpy np, matplotlib, pyplot as plt. Okay, so first and foremost, we need to assign a variable. So n will be the variable for the time, or okay, so I have here negative 10, 11, and 1. So it means that the n will start negative 10 and ends at 10. So 11 here states that the number before it will be the boundary of the n's, okay? So, and 1 is the unit step, or the step of the number. So negative 10, negative 9, like that. Okay, so first is that I've assigned here for the unit impulse. So we're in that n is equal to 0. So if the n is equal to 0, then it is true. So the output will be 1. But if it's not, then it's 0. For the step, okay, np.where n must be greater than or equal to 0 for it to have a output of 1. But if not, then the output will be 0. So for the ramp, I have np.where n is greater than or equal to 0. So if it's that true, then the output will be the n, or if the n is 1, then the output will be 1. Okay, but if it's not, then it would be 0. Okay, so for the exponential sequence, I have here for the expo is equal to np.cosine. I'm sorry, n is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so if that's true, then the output will be 0.8 multiplied by n. If it's not, then the output will be 0. Okay, so for the sinusoidal, I have here the sinusoid. It means that np.cosine, so this will be the output signal. 0.2 times np pi times n. Okay, so here, this is the plotting, or the library we're in. For example, for the impulse, then this will have a display of unit impulse, then it's the impulse. It will be unit step, ramp, exponential, and cosine. So this is the code for the plotting, or for the signals to be shown. Okay, so for the figure, it will state that the figure will be displayed, and here is the n and the signal. Okay, and next is the base FMT, or like the color actually that's the base. And for the title, of course, the title will be displayed. And for the X label, it's the N, discrete time index, and the Y is the amplitude. So, and then read it through, and finally, this will be shown. Okay, let's see how it did. Okay, as you can see here for the impulse, so since the N is equal to 0, so only the 0 is the true. Only the 0 is the value of 1. Okay, for the unit step here, okay, since 1 to positive 10 is only the numbers greater than 0, these are the only true, or have the amplitude of 1. And for the ramp, okay, so as you can see, it's increasing. So from 0, if n is greater than or equal to 0, then the output will be the n. So if the n is 0, the output will be 0. But if it's 10, then the amplitude will be 10. And for the exponential, it's decreasing as from 0. And of course, for the cosine, it goes like this. So that's the end for this laboratory 2. Thank you.